Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Cosmic Mystic. So, today we are going to be doing a general energy update for February. And this is just because February is coming in hot, guys. I was going to do it next week, but we got the full moon on February 1st. And then I believe it's February 1st. And then we've got that solar eclipse happening um, February 17th, uh, actually a day before my sister's birthday. So y'all pray for her because I had an eclipse on my birthday and it was a mess. It was very pivotal. It was needed, but like also hello brain fog. So like let's send her vibes. And then we also have Neptune, and this is in January, January 26th. Neptune going into Aries, which, this is a 13-year cycle and it's going to be a lot different. So, Neptune is all about the dream world, the intuition, um, that unconditional love, but it can also be seeing things through rose colored glasses. Um, Very mystical and intuitive, but looks can sometimes be deceiving. And now it's going into Aries, which is more about drive and focus and assertiveness and your path in life. So it's going to be very interesting. Like, I'm feeling a lot of drive for like your own dreams. This is a great time to harness that divine intuition of Neptune and really use this time to focus on building your dreams, building your goals, and allowing them to come true. Because it is really all about this balance, this yin and the yang, not just being passive and dreaming about things like Neptune is wont to do, but also putting in the work and putting in the effort. So it'll be a different time, okay? So if you would like to book a reading, head on over to thecosmichaven.com and book a reading. Like the video if you like it, subscribe, share if you want, and ring the bell for notifications. So we are using the Ethereal Visions Luna edition, which is one of my favorite ones. And it's actually very fitting for like this Neptunian thing and all these moon things that are happening, okay? So Ethereal Visions, but also the Angelarium Oracle of the Fallen. All right. Ooh, okay. So we are popping out strong. So the Fool is the overall theme of February. So January has been, we all know January is kind of a slump. It's kind of this stillness, going within, meditating. If you are in the Northeast America, you're frozen in, okay? You might be at home. But it's a really good time to go within, plan, let go of what no longer serves. This is all about evolution, okay? This is all about allowing yourself to change, allowing yourself to move forward and really let go of the past and birth a new you, okay? So, like, it's creating your own foundations, creating your own structure, being willing to envision the dream you wish to create. That's what February overall is going to be about, envisioning the dream, the life you wish to create, and starting to embark upon that journey and really exploring options. Um, but it's also a guidance to use your intuition. We've always got our little friendly dog here. You don't want to just jump into any endeavor, any idea in order to cultivate your dream life. You have to be discerning. So that's going to be very important. And really have this sense of fun, have this sense of play, have this sense of innocence, and know that, like, the things you are guided to or the things you feel guided to, uh, go to pursue your passion, whether it's a easy route or a hard route, it's going to be an experience, and it's to embrace that experience and really be there in your fullest, really embody and embrace and surrender to that experience. All right. So it's about into the unknown from Frozen 2 is in my head now. Okay, so like into the unknown, Frozen 2. That's what it's all about. Then this is your challenge, this Four of Pentacles. So it's really that withdrawal, and a lot of things, like especially fear of finances, okay? So, really learning how to work with your finances and find ways to make them work for you and open yourself up to abundance and open yourself up to divine allowance. Really check in with your sacral chakra for some of you and start cultivating that inner stability, cultivating that inner abundance. And so it's like you might not reap rewards necessarily in February, but you're starting to plant those seeds. You're starting to get those ideas and at least put some feelers out, okay? So, and it's also trusting yourself when it comes to money. And that's one huge thing. Like, watch when you are shaming yourself or you're like, oh, well, forgot about that bill. Of course, I forgot about that bill. I never remember anything. When you're shaming yourself around money, when you're being down for overspending, really just learn to accept where you are and work through these things one at a time and see what habits, what mindsets are generating these habits rather than just focusing on shaming yourself for what you describe as bad habits, which is really just conditioning, okay? So rather than focusing on bad habits, focus on the beliefs around the perception of bad habits, and it'll help bring you clarity and insight into your spending habits and how you can be more present and aware of your spending habits and trusting when you are spending for upliftment of not only yourself but the community, the consciousness, and when you are just doing it just to spend, okay? But really focusing on that. And Two of Swords is really going to help you cultivate that mindset, going in your own inner voice, especially with this money stuff, okay? So, a lot of it is voices of the past, voices in your ear right now saying what you need to be doing with your money, saying how you need to be running your business, saying how you need to be living your life. All right? Who are they to tell you how to live your best life? Only you know how to live your best life. So clear them out. Like I'm seeing like using a lot of salt cleanses, salt scrubs, salt baths. Sometimes I will literally, because mostly like I'm clairaudient, so I will literally like rub salt around my ears to cleanse my ears because if everything gets a lot. Uh, I need to clean them out. All right. So really cleanse yourself, purify, uh, cut out people, like distance yourself from people, or verbally set boundaries with people who are trying to tell you how to live your life, to tell you how the world works. You know how the world works for you, okay? You know how the world works for you. And you can shift these beliefs within yourself and change up the rules as needed because you're that powerful. Remember that, all right? And this full moon, so we're good. This is about moderation and temperance. And so, really being able to balance, um, especially because it feels like a balance with technology. So, we're in Aquarius right now. It's Aquarius season. Shout out to all my Aquariuses, okay? Um, and it's really going to be about using things for your benefit, using them to work for you rather than you working for them. So, social media, artificial intelligence, YouTube, whatever, allowing it to work for you rather than you working for it. And these are more, it's more intellectual properties, like anything having to do with expanding your mind, expanding your intellect. And it can also be community. So, being in moderation, a lot of you are really good at giving. You guys are so good at giving. How's your receiving practice going? Okay. How's that receiving practice going? How about we work on that? Okay. Because that's part of the balance. You have to be able to receive and you have to be able to put yourself first. All right, no matter what. Because if your cup is not full, then you can't help anybody. You can't live an authentic life. And the help you are giving people isn't necessarily good help because it's not coming from a place of fullness. All right. So really be careful, be cognizant of that. And so it's very interesting because I'm getting like a lot of third eye and a lot of energy picking up. So we've still got like this two of swords, like clearing the mind, clearing that space. So it's really like you're wanting to pursue other people's dreams for them. You're wanting other people to accomplish their dreams, and you're setting yourself on the sidelines because you're so focused on achieving other people's dreams, helping others achieve their dreams. It's really time for you to start achieving your dream. And by achieving your dream, you'll be able to work with other people and come together as a community to achieve everybody's dreams. But like, don't just sacrifice yourself and be there for everybody and say, oh, well, I'm going to go spend this amount of money at so and so's business because I want to support local business. If you don't have that money, then you don't have that money. Or I feel bad because they're not having a lot of business, so I'm gonna start posting more about their business and completely like not focus on my dreams or my goals. Like if you don't have that time to work on your own goals, work on your own soul journey, you should not be working on other people's. Okay, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. And if they want your help, then they can pay you for that help. Okay, because you're worth that. We've got this magician in reverse, and this is really, again, coming inward. So it's not necessarily a negative thing, it's more about coming inward and embodying that human aspect within you. So, really embodying that you are the balance of the polarities. You are both the dark and the light put into one being, and allow yourself to embrace that duality. And the more you embrace these two opposing forces within you, the more they're going to neutralize each other, and you're going to be more at peace. And then you're going to be able to shift your focus outward and permeate your desires into reality by integrating. And I don't even want to say balancing, I want to say like they're coming together as one. All right. Because balancing, it's like they're still two separate, and you're still like going left and right, whatever. They're coming together as one. They're unifying within you. The more you unify them, the more you can focus what needs to come out of you into this world. All right. So it's all about this inner unification. And you can't have outer unification. We can't have outward peace. We can't have outward neutrality unless we neutralize the opposing forces within us. All right. And it's going to take a lot of meditation. It's going to take a lot of patience and presence and cleansing and all that other stuff. February is the month to do it, especially like towards the end of the month where it's getting into more Pisces season. It that it's highly suggested you work on these polarities within you. And I'm not necessarily going to say masculine or feminine because that puts a lot of material world concepts into us. So I'm going to say like the dark and the light, the yin and the yang, more esoteric aspects, the spiritual and the material. Um, However, use whatever words work for you, okay? And then we've got this Four of Wands in reverse. And this is, it feels like a lot of you are questioning your beliefs and questioning, is this stuff actually true? Not necessarily doubting like intuitive development and things like that. Okay, light, whatever. But like kind of it's a lot of doubting yourself, and it's doubting your own path and not feeling safe on it because you're so busy looking at the outside world. It's like, is it really okay to be at peace with what's going on? Is it really okay to let go of anger when so many people are in strife right now? Is it really okay to forgive these people who may have harmed me. And if I forgive them, does that mean I have to let them go? Or if I forgive them, does that mean that they can come back into my life? You have to trust your own intuition and trust that whatever choices you make are going to be correct for you. All right. You've got to start trusting yourself more. Stop looking at like social media, TikTok rules. Like, for example, like TikTok rules on what makes a great woman or what makes a great man or um, how to be a high value person. Okay. Like, we're not looking at those. We're looking inward and we're really learning to trust ourselves on a deeper level before we go out into society, because then you're going to be able to set boundaries. Then you're going to be able to be like, okay, well, no, that doesn't actually resonate with me. um, your experience of lack actually does not resonate with me. I feel very abundant, I feel very successful. um, I'm sorry you have these beliefs. Would you like to talk about them more? However, don't put your beliefs on me, don't put your opinions on me. So really having that deeper sense of energetic protection, energetic boundaries, and deep trust in yourself, and knowing that you are safe because you're trusting you. Okay. You are safe because you trust yourself. All right. So then we have got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This feels like I'm getting oversaturation. So, really being able to let go of your desires and your wants and have fun and enjoy life rather than watching and waiting for them to grow. The key is going to be have fun, okay? Like, we know if we watch plants grow, we're going to be sitting there for like 6 months, okay? So, why are you sitting here watching and waiting for these results? Why aren't you just out there enjoying and living your best life? So, when you have planted these seeds, find activities, find hobbies that are really fun for you. Discover something new. Go to the gym, go to a yoga class, go to a dance class, whatever, and just really allow yourself to live and experience life. And then once it comes around, you'll be like, oh, okay, that was amazing. The rest of life has been amazing too as I've been waiting. So really just, gosh, allow yourself to live. Okay. But okay, it's literally a One Piece reference. Uh and gosh, what's her name? I can't remember, but it's Robin. Okay, Robin screaming at Luffy that she wants to live, because she's up for execution. And like, if you watch One Piece, not you don't even have to watch the anime. If you watch One Piece live action, they are living. Okay, they are the epitome of living. So just allow yourself to live. Allow yourself to enjoy life, every aspect of life, without shame of what society thinks of you, shame of the structures people have put in place, the rules of what you should and shouldn't do. Okay, who are they to tell you what you should and should not do? All right? Who are they to tell you what you should and should not do? First of all, that's really a lot of oppression, rather than suggesting like, hey, this might work for you. They're saying, no, you shouldn't do this. Like, who are they? Stop listening to them, okay? And live your best life, all right? And then we've got this Four of Swords in reverse. For a lot of intuitives, it's like being able to come out and interact with society, being able to learn how to integrate yourself with the community, integrate yourself with people who might not have psychic phenomena, might not experience the things that you experience or even know about these things. Being able to really get back in touch with your community. Stop resting. Stop saying you're over, like, stop doing your meditation retreats or whatever, like going into hermit mode, but really going out and talking with the community and seeing what they need. Because, and this is so important because it's going to help you refine your own goals and dreams and really establish deeper connections with potential clients and potential lifelong friends, okay? But it's really important to really step outside of the spiritual woo woo zone and get in touch with regular people and see the beauty of regular people and see how amazing like the people around you are and all the work they do and be inspired by them and see the spirit as it flows through everything, not just your meditation. All right. So it's really going to be about getting in touch there. All right. We are going to pull from Angelarium, Oracle of the Fallen, and then we are going to close out. Thank you all so much for watching. All right. And we have got Apollyon, Angel of the Void. So this is really, oh my gosh, this is a cool picture. But like Angel of the Void is really giving me the Fool vibes again. So really embarking, going into this rabbit hole, into this deep dive, not necessarily knowing the path you're going to take, but really fully trusting your intuition, trusting who you are, drowning out the outside noise and the ridiculousness of some people. Okay, like just imagine that the voices in your head are all the Queen of Hearts. If we're going down the rabbit hole, okay? Imagine all the voices in your head are the Queen of Hearts. You know how ridiculous she sounds. Would you take the Queen of Hearts seriously? Would you take the Queen of Hearts seriously? Okay? So, if you wouldn't take the Queen of Hearts seriously, then why are you taking the voices in your head seriously as you're going down this unknown path? They don't even know what's happening, okay? A lot hello. A lot of people do not know what's happening. So, why are you taking their advice when they don't even know what's going on? All right, listen to yourself. Trust yourself, okay? You got this. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week and month of February, and best wishes to all of you. Take care. Bye.